Welcome back to another Kakuriyo no Yamadashi review. Yadomeshi review. Today is episode 4. I'm Justin,
What is up? I'm Logan.
and together we're Couch Talk. As
You know,
always,
your intros are supposed to
dude, they've been
improve.
getting worse every week. Like this week, particularly, has been bad.
Like a
If
month
you
from now,
start Sunday as
you're just gonna be like,
today's episode is an anime, and we're reviewing it. That's what I'm gonna go to. But as always, we are anime viewers only. No source material. We'll discuss tips and give our scores at the end. Um, Ready to jump on in?
sure.
So yeah, Rio is sick. Basically, she was dumped off on Aoi because everyone else hates her, and she's like, and Kasuga basically knows that Aoi is like a nice person who's just gonna help anyone. So it's like, you know what? I'm gonna dump her here. Good
Bunch
luck,
of
and gives her like a medicinal book and just kind of takes off.
what people I guess are just rude or don't care for others.
Yeah, that's a trend in a couple of anime we're watching.
For real, people just hate each other.
Um, yeah, so she got sick because she was around the fire on the ship, and then basically to get her better, just give her cold food. Uh, trying to say this is an eatery anime, I guess.
I I don't know at this point. We
I,
did in fact make food this episode, so
yeah, I feel like that's where it's headed. I like to like, oh, we have to keep her cool to get her better. They just throw a giant comforter over her. It's like, should you not have like a fan on her, like, AC on, anything like that? No, you're just gonna throw some blankets over her that do the opposite of keeping you cool.
maybe it was the opposite of a heated blanket. It's just
A
like
freezing blanket.
a freezing blanket. Not sure
Oh,
why they'd exist, but you know,
yeah, but of course we get story time with with Rio because we gotta learn the characters, we gotta develop them somehow. Why not put them in a situation where they're gonna talk to each other? So we know she kind of came from a poor background, uh, and kind of like Alloy, she didn't want to be hungry anymore, so she was fine being this, I guess, a live-in maid is what she said. But um, and then the day she finally got to meet the ogre god, it was she was carrying a plate or bowl, what it was, a plate. She dropped it, and she was I like how she said, and I was scolded for it as she's getting
yeah,
viciously
you were
beaten. I was
getting
like, that's not a scolding.
you
That's a
were getting
beating.
fucking a beat down for it.
She's getting like whipped constantly back and forth. Like, that's not your definition of scolding is a little different than mine, but who am I to judge your past?
Right.
But the ogre
I
god
mean,
didn't like seeing that. Uh, the ogre god, he seems to care for people, which I feel this is my thing, right? Because in the first episode, like couple episodes, he was really rude to Alloy or whatever. But I'm thinking, this is my theory, right? Is the deal with Shiro wasn't exactly about the marriage. It was about getting her to open up an eatery. And that's why he was kind of pushing her. Instead of just trying
hmm.
to be nice about it, I guess. Maybe they had some weird deal in there where it's not just about the
Maybe.
marriage.
It's just weird. I guess the reason it's so weird seeing him being nice is because the first impression of him is him being an ass.
Yes, yeah,
So usually the first impression you're like, okay, this is how this person is. But literally he's only been mean for like the very beginning and now he's like nice.
yeah, he's been like
Like he
bought her
tells
the bowl.
jokes,
Yeah,
he's lighthearted,
yeah,
he
exactly.
helps people.
And he bought her that bowl like he said he would, um, which she was gonna use to give to for some food to soothe her on. Uh, but they were having a sibling fight. Of course, they can turn into spiders, Katsuki and her, and kind of terrifying
For real. I was
when
like
they were big spiders.
Uh,
When he was a little small spider, not so terrifying. But when they were big fighting, it was like, okay, because she wanted to go to back to the human realm. He doesn't want to go back, and he hates Shiro, which I'm sure we'll get into next episode. The way it was kind of left off. But because of this fight, she ended up dropping the bowl. I did like the overcast just like, oh, I didn't expect your first use for the bowl was to be a helmet.
got him.
Got him.
Got him.
Because she's silly and dropped it on her head.
I make a joke.
But we see Shiro was kind of a strong dude. I
He
see
did just.
one punch Akatsuki at one
He
point. And so the sister viewed him as saving them, whereas he didn't view it that way because
Yeah, he
he
just
got
got
beaten.
punched.
He got punched, so he didn't see it that way. And he was like, I'll never serve anyone like Shiro.
Hey, I don't
Also,
blame him.
we did get that small scene with Aoi and her mother where her mother's like, don't open this door for anyone, I'll be back. And then she never came back. So obviously
I mean,
something had to happen to her.
it's very common in anime in general, really, that the protagonist parents are like either one's missing or one happened to one, or they're just assholes to them.
Dead. It's like,
And like usually, like one of those are checked. Like, so her mom's probably we don't know where her dad is, so he's missing. Her mom seems like an ass if she just like
oh, that's
walked
what I'm saying. I
out
wonder if she got caught by an
and
Ayakashi.
that's it could be like a
She got ate.
misunderstanding because it was like
Because
it
it
kind of
seemed
came
like
across as
she was
like
like, don't open it for anyone else but me or whatever. So it seemed like she was protective of her.
right because the tone they portrayed kind of seemed like mean, but it could be more like we're in danger. Don't open this unless it's me, and then maybe
Yeah,
a Yashiki got her or something.
almost
I
kind of
don't know.
like with Chise's situation.
Right.
Wait, did we? We never got that full situation, did we? Oh well, that was a different anime.
For
Anyway,
what?
back to Kakuriyo no Yadomeshi. Uh, they just go into
They just
food
have a little
mode.
chat.
It becomes the food anime here at the end, where she kind of makes it for Rio, and of course she makes some for the Akatsuki, and we learned that her I guess cooking helps restore their spiritual power like a great deal. Um,
Right.
so we knew she was special, she had great spiritual power, but of course she has to bring it out through cooking.
And a new chef was born.
A new chef, and that's
That's it.
mostly the episode. I guess she did have that discussion about why she wanted to go back to the human realm with the ogre god, but of course it's like, why wouldn't she want to go back to the human realm?
Because
Like,
I was kidnapped against
I
my
was like, I
will.
wouldn't mind going back and forth,
Right. That's why I don't get like.
because if I had the option, hell yeah, I'd be going there and
I'm
coming
guessing
back to
the
Earth and
ogre
everything.
god just assumes she won't ever come. Like if he's like, okay, you can come back and forth, but she just never comes back. I'm
You can just
guessing
keep
that's why
kidnapping her though.
kidnapping's not okay. I don't condone kidnapping.
And he has yet to answer what his favorite food is. That's definitely going to be a build up at some point. I don't know.
It's
It's
probably
a
gonna
build up,
be
I
the
guess.
same. I bet you it's gonna either be rice and curry, which is her favorite, or it's gonna be the same food, her grandpa's favorite food. One of those
Probably.
two
Yeah,
options.
probably. Um, but that's the episode.
Do
Jumping
you want to?
scores.
Sure.
I can go. I'm gonna give it 6.5. Yeah, 6.5 is what I'm gonna give it. Uh, we got some character development in this episode. A little more. I think it was a little better progression with some of the characters, but overall, right now it's just storytelling. Nothing too much happening. Uh, it's not like great storytelling by any means. It's just Feeling kind of average right at the moment.
Yeah, I'll say I'll give it a 5.5. It's fine. It's nothing like spectacular. It's nothing like terrible, but it's fine. It's just like here's a girl. She's opening an eatery. I mean, she kind of connected with Rio,
Yeah.
but it's pretty straightforward. I mean, we don't know some things, but they're not like super important
Yeah, it's
game
nothing like
changing
too
things.
exciting, like draws you in or anything like that. Like,
Right. It's just pretty straightforward and like it's pretty yeah, I'd say it's average, at least from my point of view. It's not really on my anime taste, but
yeah, I feel you. Uh, but that does it for the review.
oh. Sorry. Spiel time.
As always,
Spiel time.
if you want us to open an eatery, like, subscribe.
You know,
That's
you know what? You know what?
hit the notification bell to be notified every time we upload. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the episode, what you didn't like, anything we missed you want to point out. As always, we're anime viewers only, so no spoilers down below. We stream over at twitch.tv. Links are in the description below. And as always, why do I keep saying and as always? I've said it like 4 times. Dude, I am tripping this
That's
week, man.
that's
The
how
intros, the outros, the middle part.
that's
I'm so.
how as always it is. You just gotta keep emphasizing. As
as,
always.
as,
It will never change. As always.
like, subscribe. Just peace out.
See ya.